What would you do if your best friend sabotaged your college dreams out of jealousy? My best friend Aria and I had been inseparable since 7th grade. We did everything together, studied for the SATs, toured colleges, even got matching tattoos that said future nurses when we decided on our career path. We both applied to State University's competitive nursing program that only accepts 30 students a year. The full ride scholarship went to just 5 applicants. We spent countless nights editing each other's essays and practicing for interviews. When acceptance letters came out in March, I got the thick envelope with the scholarship offer. Aria got a thin rejection letter. I felt terrible celebrating while she cried, but she insisted we go out for dinner to commemorate my achievement. "I'm so proud of you," she kept saying. "You deserve this more than anyone." Aria threw me the biggest celebration party 2 weeks later. All our friends came, and she even made a slideshow of our nursing school dreams. She helped me organize all my enrollment paperwork, double-checking every form, because she knew how overwhelmed I was working double shifts to save money for textbooks and supplies. "Let me handle the boring stuff," she said, taking my financial aid paperwork home to review. "You focus on preparing for your new life." Everything seemed perfect until 2 weeks before orientation. I was folding scrubs I'd bought for clinicals when my phone rang. The financial aid office told me my scholarship had been revoked due to fraudulent information on my FAFSA form. They said my social security number didn't match their records, and I owed $15,000 immediately or I'd lose my spot in the program. I was completely confused. I'd used the same SSN on every application for years. When I checked my copy of the FAFSA, the number was definitely wrong, but I knew I hadn't made that mistake. The deadline to pay was in 3 days. My mom didn't have that kind of money, and no bank would approve a student loan that quickly. I called Aria sobbing, and she rushed over with ice cream and tissues. "Maybe this is a sign," she said gently. "Maybe you're meant to take a gap year and reapply. Sometimes the universe has different plans." I felt like my entire future was crumbling. All those years of straight A's, volunteering at the hospital, working weekends while my friends partied, for nothing. Then Jake's little sister Emma texted me something weird. She'd seen Aria and my ex-boyfriend Jake having dinner at the fancy steakhouse downtown, celebrating something with champagne. When I confronted Jake, he got defensive and let something slip. "Aria said you decided not to go to college anyway, so what's the big deal?" That's when I knew Aria was involved. I drove to her house and demanded to see my paperwork. At first, she acted innocent, but when I threatened to call the police about identity theft, she broke down. "You always get everything," she screamed. "Perfect grades, perfect family, perfect opportunities. Just once, I wanted something that should have been mine." She admitted to changing my social security number, but claimed it was just to level the playing field since my essay was better. Then I found something even worse in her backpack, a forged withdrawal form with my signature that she'd never submitted, planning to use it if her first sabotage didn't work. I also discovered she'd been logging into my student email account and deleting important deadline reminders, hoping I'd miss other requirements. She'd even applied for late admission to the nursing program, banking on my spot opening up. I took everything to the admissions office Monday morning. The dean was horrified and immediately launched an investigation. They found Aria's deleted emails in the server logs and matched her IP address to the fraudulent changes. Within 48 hours, my scholarship was reinstated with an additional $2,000 grant for the exceptional circumstances. The university also offered me priority registration and a single dorm room at no extra cost. Aria got permanently banned from applying to any program at the university. Her acceptance to the community college nursing program was also revoked when they learned about the fraud. Even Jake broke up with her, disgusted by how far she'd gone. The betrayal stung worse than any rejection letter could have. But as I walked across campus for my first day of clinicals, wearing those scrubs I'd almost returned, I realized Aria had actually done me a favor.